All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with interviews with Daddio, and going to show him some pictures here. He doesn't know what I'm showing him, but we're just going to show him some pictures here and let him say about them what he wants to say.
Aha. Guy and Linda Cox with Michael, who was like 4 months older than you, or 2 months.
He was in he's in December, right?
Yeah.
And I'm in March.
Okay,
Yeah.
3 months or so. So anyway, that's Guy and Linda. It's about the time Guy taught at Hoover, and they lived in Clinton in the Advent Christian Church's house. Rented it.
Okay.
Parsonage, I guess you call it.
And that's your mom and dad. That's you and mom's best friend, right?
Yes.
How long has this relationship been going on?
It's been going on since
this friendship. I mean,
friendship.
Well, family. We're like family, aren't we?
Melody and Linda met in the nursery at Advent Christian Church, Michael and you, and that's how they met, and hit it off pretty good. And they met in the nursery and was watching Michael and you, and Linda related later on, and she told me about it too. Said she never had any good friends in school, no best friends ever. Said her first best friend was Melody.
Oh.
And it continued on and on and on. And after some time, and
yeah, she told me that after mom passed that.
Yeah,
she told me that story.
We had the introduction to them more so was when we had. I still didn't know them that much, and we'd talk a little bit, but Melody and Linda hit it off good, and we were at a church picnic up at Camp Whitney in Clinton, and grilling some hot dogs and stuff like that, and I was grilling some pork chops, and I had my eye on one really good, getting right there, and just the right. I had about 6 on there, and so I think Melody wanted one. Then, of course, I was going to get one, and Dayton was going around introducing Guy and Linda to us, and said, "Oh, pork chops," and she said, "Can I have one of those?" And I go, and I said, so of course Dayton said, "Well, yeah, take anything you want." So Guy got one and Linda got one. I said,
"That's the one you wanted."
I said, "Melody, that was a pork chop I wanted." And so she got it, and then I ate a hot dog, I think. But anyway, that was all right.
Did you have any applesauce to go with the pork chops? Pork chops and applesauce.
No, I didn't have any. We didn't have any applesauce. But anyway, chips and a hot dog. So from then on, we hit it off. And then in later years, I'm not going to say how old Linda is, but
you better not.
So anyway, at one of her birthday celebrations, we were visiting them in Kingwood. So I got a shirt for Linda. Melody said, "You're not." I said, "Yes." So I got that shirt. It had a crown on it. And so I handed it to her backwards, and then I said, "Turn it around." And when she turned it around, she started laughing. You know how she laughs.
Yeah.
And it said, "Pork Chop Queen."
Got a picture of that somewhere? Maybe
yeah, I got a picture.
We'll have to
somewhere.
find that. We got to do a Linda's going to kill me for this, but we got to do a compilation of all the times the running family joke of every time we'd visit them or they'd come down here and visit us. For some reason, you'd always take a picture of her in her curlers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've got multiple pictures of her with curls in her hair and her mopping the floor when they lived in where do they live? Not in Kingwood, but Fellowsville.
Fellowsville, yeah.
They lived in Fellowsville, and got pictures of y'all climbing trees and.
Okay, well, I'm going to go to the next picture.
Michael and Angela and Darren, the 3 Cox kids. Mm-hmm. And Angela was my little girlfriend. She would hang around me, and it was really good.
And now?
And there is Darren and Angela and Michael, in that order. Yeah. Handsome people.
Those are older pictures. They've all changed their looks nowadays, but
yeah. Darren don't have hair.
Let's do this one. See if you can remember all of these. If not, that's no worries.
Okay, these are Melody's family. One in the front is Annabelle. The one on the left is. Wait a minute. Let me back up a little bit. I'm trying to remember that. Okay, let me start over.
Okay.
One in the middle, front, is Annabelle, the youngest. Melody's mom is on the right. That's Evelyn. And then there's. Help me out, Brian.
Huh?
Velma, beside of her with those 50s glasses on. Then Janet in the polka dot dress, Janet Young. And then Humphreys, Pauline Humphreys. In the back is Grandpa George Tucker, and then Charlie Tucker in the back. Okay. The only son.
Okay.
That's all Melody's family.
Okay.
Relatives.
Sorry for putting you on the spot.
And your relatives too, but not mine.
Oh, yeah, they're mine. No, yeah, they're mine. Okay.
That's your great grandpa. Oh yeah, here's your great grandpa. This was taken at
What was his name?
Artie Gordon Green.
Artie Gordon Green.
He had Green's Garage in Clendenin for over like 47 years, and you were I think just a year old, and that's after you had your first haircut. I'm trying to remember that was probably out at their farm in Roane County.
Okay.
Because you were a year old when we went to Florida on that trip.
Okay.
This is Brian's Grandpa Melody's dad is Noble Kenneth Green.
Who I was named after.
That's her. Brian was named after him. Kenneth.
And Grandpa Parker.
Yeah.
Kenneth Bryan is named after both grandfathers.
Brian was named after William Bryan Parker and Noble Kenneth Green. So it's Kenneth Bryan. And Kennith and Bryan. So,
now I know one thing. This picture right here. If Adam is not the spitting image, if Cousin Adam is not the spitting image of Grandpa Green right there,
yeah,
I don't know who is. I mean, he looks so much like Adam.
Yeah, he does. He looks like Adam DeVere. His would have been his grandson. There they are, Mr. and Mrs. Green, Noble and Evelyn.
Mom's parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
The three girls, Dodie, Gloria Ann, Gloria Ann Green, Melody K. Green, and Pamela. Is it Jane or Jane? Anyway, Pam was the baby, but we called Gloria. We called her Dodie, and we didn't Mel. That's what Dodie called her, and then Pamela.
So how did Dodie get her nick? How did Dodie get? Do you know, or was that from when they were just little?
Yeah, when they were just little, and Evelyn hollered for Gloria or something, and I think Melody would call her Dodo or something. Dodo. It was on the left. Starting was Evelyn, Melody, Dodie, and Pam. That's in the mobile home at Elkview. That's after Noble died.
It is? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. There's all 12 kids of the Parker bunch. There's another one with Mom and Dad in it. But in the front, the front left is Joan, Cammie Joan. And then the next one is Tammy Jane, then Kathy Lynn, then Gregory Wynn. Over to the left with the dark shirt on is David Cameron, then Marshall Richard, then Judy Carroll, Terrence Vaughn, Janice Sue, Wesley Emerson, Keith Gordon, and Sharon Kay. And Sharon always emphasized on her name, Sharon Kay. People wanted to write K-A-Y, and they said no, and just initial. And she said, no, there's no period after it. It's just Sharon Kay. They didn't write a period. So she was adamant about not putting a period after her name. So that's
all right. This is going to be totally random. We'll just do this one. See if you can remember who's sitting around the table here.
Okay. Oh, my. On the left is Mike
Robinson.
Mike Robinson, Donnie Peck, Clint
Ross.
Clint Ross, that is, don't tell me, Kevin.
Yep, Kevin Cook.
Kevin Cook, and then there's Kenneth Bryan.
Boy, I had that Kentucky waterfall going, didn't I?
Yeah.
I had that mullet going.
Yeah, so that's it here. It's, was that your birthday party? Or?
No, I think we were just playing Axis and Allies one day.
Okay.
We were just doing that one day. And oh, what about this one?
Oh yes, Ed Farmer and Brian. It was
Ed's 17th birthday.
Ed's 17th birthday.
And that was down at his house.
Yeah, Eminem.
Huh? I think it means mom or something.
Oh, that's a good picture, you guys.
Yeah, I sent it to Ed earlier, and he said, "Oh, we were so young." Okay, I'm going to give you the last two pictures that I'm going to show is with my grandfathers,
Okay.
and this one right here.
Yeah, that's you and Dad, and we lived in a mobile home in Elkview, and you liked Grandpa Parker. Later years, he used to let you ride on his tractor.
Yeah, and this one.
And then Noble Melsley's dad, he lived in a trailer out from us too, and you were probably 1.5 years old, still running around in diapers and walking around, and Noble had sprayed you a little bit first on your head, and you laughed about it. Then you was running away, and he got you in the back, and I think you probably slipped and fell after that. But it was fun. I got a good picture of that. So I was always taking so many pictures.
Last time, and this time before we started doing the interview, you were like, "Well, I'm gonna go change my shirt," and you said, "What should I wear?" And I said, "Last time I wore a Bucky shirt, and this time you're wearing an Oklahoma shirt." Do you want to say anything about? Let's talk. The Bucky's was in Baytown, Texas.
Yes.
That's the only Bucky's we got to stop on at our trip last year.
Right.
But this one says Oklahoma, and this is what started our trip.
Yeah.
This
is what started our trip. We were visiting Kathy and Steve and Jeremy in Choctaw, Oklahoma, and of course we got this shirt after we left their house, I think.
Oh, I surprised you with it.
Yeah.
You didn't. We stopped at a convenience store to fill up.
Yeah.
Or a gas station to fill up.
Yeah.
And I saw that they had that shirt there, and you were like, I remember you saying in the car that you wanted to maybe get a shirt from every state we visited or something. And it was just hanging there beside the Gatorade bottles, the stacked up Gatorade bottles, and
yeah, that surprised me.
I surprised you with it.
Yeah, that was a good surprise. So anyway, honoring Kathy and Steve and Jeremy.
But we'll talk about more of the trip later. But
okay.
But I think we're done for the day. Now I can let you take a nap.
Oh, thank you. What time is it?
All right. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Give us a like and follow, share. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and have a good day.
Happy trails.